second episode of nickbeathowl.com. We're not only on the radio, which is Howl Radio on CIUT 89.5 FM, we're also posted on YouTube. So welcome to the second show. First show we're interviewing Michael Marion, who is an artist and singer-songwriter. Now we're cutting to the chase, and we're going to be interviewing at the Smiling Buddha in Toronto. We're very lucky to have Tanya with us, and also her friend Heather is here. And Tanya is a poet that I met through film director Mr. Dave Sloma. And Tanya, welcome to Nick Beat and Howl. And Heather too, good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay. Can I ask you, Tanya, are you a member of the goth scene, or is there one anymore?
Oh, it seems to be a new one and an old one, and it is flourishing. It seems to be larger than it used to be. I would have to say that once in a while I do attend.
Okay. And where do you attend?
Well, there's a few places. We got Neutral, Club Neutral.
Where's that?
That's College.
Okay.
We, unfortunately, Savage Garden closed down, but now they have a new club we have not yet experienced and ventured out to. It's
called Nocturne.
Nocturne. It's in the same. It's in the same
place.
Oh, it's the same place.
Okay. Another club is also Club Z. It's actually quite new. It used to be called White Orchid.
And Heather, where's that located?
It is on Dundas, about a block from Bathurst.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I'm going to go.
We were there last night with some good music, good old EBM.
Okay.
For darker, slower goth type music, is Sundays.
Yeah. With Dave.
This is Nick Beat. We're talking with Tanya and also her friend Heather. Tanya's a poet, and we're just getting ready to actually hear Tanya's work. As I said before, I met Tanya through Dave Sloma, who's a film director of Rockin' Films. And are you ready to read there, Tanya?
I hope so. I hope I don't stutter or do any.
No, you'll be fine. Fine.
This poem is called Alone, and it's in two parts. Alone, alone in a foreign land, no one here to take my hand, to kiss me sweetly upon the cheek, to listen to me when I speak. Alas, my life is a murky tomb, my bed a festering casket of doom. And all that remains of my carcass now is a hollow heart, bloody and foul. Alone, alone is a wonderful thing. No one to laugh when they hear me sing. No one to love, no one to hate. No reason to put me in a crazy state. Oh joy, my life is finally clear. A golden field I walk without fear. And dance and play amongst the grass. So long, earth, you can kiss my arms.
That's great. That's Tanya. How do you say your last name? Because I always foul that up.
It's actually Lichner. It's Polish, and the CZ is a ch sound. That's
okay, what draws you about the goth scene? What is it?
It would have to be, actually, when I wrote this poetry when I was younger, you go through certain things and you start to realize that maybe you think or behave differently, and you want to belong somewhere, that you want like birds of a feather flock together, and once you start to say, hey, those people kind of think and feel like me, perhaps that's what I need to get into as well. I'm just being honest here. I just wanted to be a part of something that I could speak the same language with somebody else.
Okay.
I started really appreciating the dress, the fact that, it's vibrant, it's gutsy, it's like, look, I'm different and I'm proud of it. And I want to be beautiful, and I like the old way. I like dressing the old way, and it was just kind of grew from there.
We're here with Tanya. This is Nick Beat Howl, which is also nickbeathowl.com. Also to be seen on YouTube eventually, and also played on my Howl radio show on 89.5 FM on CIUT. We're talking with Tanya at the Smiling Buddha. Tanya, can we hear a couple more poems, and then we'll say our farewells?
This one was actually one of my first poems that I wrote properly, because in class have to do an assignment. It really impressed the teacher. Life in a dark room. Open mind, closed door. Free spirit, captive room. Young body, aged floor. Erect conscious, bent spine. Simple thoughts, gnarled visions. Soft voice, harsh words. Kind gestures, vile actions. I hear, a whisper in my ear. I hear, whispering in my ear. My eyes are blind, a visual mind, whisper in my ear. Tame thirst, wild hunger. Dulled life, sharp death. Deep breath, shallow cry. White-souled, black-cloaked. Light meandering, dark inducement. High heaven, low hell. New dreams, worn nightmares. I hear, a whisper in my ear. I hear, whispering in my ear. My eyes are blind, a visual mind. My lover's name is fear. And the last one is called Torturous Escape. Penetrating screams, twisting in each other. Bleeding eyes rolling like thunder. Pinching pain wrenches in and out of space. Fast pulsing breaths beating through a maze. Puncturing tongues thrust and plummet. Sharp dagger winds stab and torment. Pounding heart blows, shaking tears loose. Black streaking knives rubbing on the fuse.
That's an amazing poem. I love the previous one too, because of the paradoxical images that you had. Now you and I during the break talked about you've got white soul with the black cape or whatever, and you sort of explained it to me what it actually meant, that we have a white soul and yet we put this darkness over ourselves. How much choice do we have to do that?
Since then, as you can tell, I'm all about spiritual development, and that's why we have creative outlets, to be able to find these things out of that question. We're always surrounded by there's a lot of negativity, and it seems to cloak us, and then we start to adopt it as our own. And actually, in my belief, within, there's something, probably we're a light, but sometimes it gets tainted, like white paint with a dab of black.
That's very well said. This is Nick Beat on CIUT 89.5 FM. I'm just going to cut right now, and I'll be back in that seat to say the wrap-up. Thanks so much, Tanya, very much. And thanks, Heather, for being there for Tanya and us. Nice, very nice ladies. And this is Nick Beat, and I'll do a little wrap-up in 2 seconds. It's Nick Beat on nickbeatgoth.com, and we just wrapped it up on the Smiling Buddha with two talented ladies. One of them is a poet that you just heard. That was Tanya. Tanya will be back at some time in a few months, back on Howl. This is a radio show, Howl, on CIUT 89.5 FM, but it's also posted on YouTube, so you can actually see many of the artists.